Hello, hello, hello. It's me again. Thank you for tuning in to Choices Now TV. It's going to be a brief video today, but I wanted to just come to you because as I find out information that I think would be helpful and beneficial, I like to bring it to those that would take the time to watch the video. So today I'm going to be talking about NACA. That's NACA. Write it down. If you haven't heard about it, you may know someone that can use this program. It's called NACA, NACA, and their website is www.naca.com. Now, this is a nonprofit organization, not for profit, so they're not doing it for benefit of themselves personally. This is a nonprofit organization. They were founded in 1988. Their headquarters is in Boston, Massachusetts, and they have helped people all over the United States through this program. So let's get right into what the program is about. Excuse me. Now, before we get into it, let me just say, I know we're in some critical times right now with regards to housing. People are being priced out. I mean, if you're renting, you're getting notices saying they're going to increase your rent $300, $400, $500, even more. And who really can afford that? Depending on where you live, what part of the state you live in. I mean, I've heard people, that are saying they're paying $1,500, all of a sudden it goes up to $1,800, or people that are paying $2,000, it goes up to $3,000 a month, and this is for rent. Now, you may be, an individual that has been faced with these type of notices, and you've been given that last minute, you got to move, you got to find something to do, the moratorium is up, they're not protecting you guys from being put out, being evicted. It's these are the signs of the time, and it is what it is. Every 10 years or so, you kind of go through these different changes in the housing market. Prices go up, they come down, and you just have to watch the signs of the time and be prepared. So as you're faced with these situations, as you're faced with the challenges of finding a place to live, not knowing what you're going to do, many that may be on Section 8, the vouchers aren't being taken. A lot of the landlords are refusing to take those vouchers. I've heard pros and cons about that. Nevertheless, it's a situation that is dire and people need help. So as I'm coming to you today, I'm really coming just to encourage you. If you are a renter and you've been renting for many years, you have a job, you pay your bills on time, and it's like you can't seem to get over that hurdle to home ownership. And you may say, well, what makes you an authority? What makes you an expert on this? I'm not. As I stated, as I find out information, I just want to bring it to you. Find out information that I think would be helpful and encouraging as I move forward. So NACA stands for Neighborhood Assistance Corporation of America. And what this organization does, they're fighting for the economic justice with America's best mortgage. So they have an awesome program. I visited their site. Please take the time to go look at their site. You can reach them via their email at services@naca.com. If you don't want to call and speak with anyone, you can reach them at their services and at their email and ask if they're operating in your particular location. Okay. Now, what I liked about this program, first of all, it's a one mortgage product. There's no down payment required, closing costs, or fees. Also, they have below market fixed rates with the option to buy down nearly 0%. Okay? You don't have to have perfect credit. You don't have to have a high income. And a savings is not required. So, if you try to go and pre-qualify to see if how much you would qualify for, and there were some things that maybe wasn't in order with that institution that you went to, and you were denied that, they denied you. So through ACA, this program, as I stated, there's some things that are very favorable. But as I go through this, there's some other things that, I found astonishing. I guess you say she finds everything astonishing. Astonishing. But here we go. Let's get into it. So some of the general eligibilities for this particular program, and I'm going to kind of skip around. I don't want to go word for word, verbatim what it's saying, because I want you to go to the website. I want you to look around and gather the information, see what this program is about, or should I say this organization is about. I just recently found out about it. A lot of times things out there and we're not even aware what's available to us. And because we're not aware, we stay stuck. So one of the general eligibilities of this program, the member must occupy the home as long as they have a mortgage obtained through NACA. Okay? So also you have to adhere to the NACA's policies and procedures. And once you read go to the website and kind of look around and find out the information, or call or email, whatever it is, you can find out the policies and procedures to participate in this program. Now, here's a good thing. The mortgage terms, okay? Mortgage terms. And I say mortgage terms because these are the property types that you can qualify through NACA. These are the types of properties that you can qualify for. Sorry about that. I was trying to adjust my camera. I was trying to make sure that I could, I'm focusing correctly. All right, so these are the types of property that you can qualify for through NACA. So there's single family and multifamily owners. So same as with when you go to pre-qualify for a residential mortgage, you can get up to a fourplex, depending on where you are. You can do a single, multifamily. A multifamily consists of a duplex, a triplex, or a fourplex, all under the residential line. Now, if you want to go into a little more, 5 and over is considered commercial, but 4 and under you can absolutely purchase through this program, as well as your traditional banking. But this has a few more opportunities, I would say. Also, this includes this must be your principal residence. Okay, so when you make these purchases, consider that you have to stay there. This has to be your principal residence. Okay, you have to stay there. So this includes units in condos, co-ops, mixed use buildings. Okay, now properties may be existing homes, new construction, or homes in need of renovation. That sounds pretty good to me. So let's talk about something real quick. So say this is your first time trying to purchase a property, and you're tired of renting. Things just aren't going well. It's like doors keep closing. Keep having to move, do different things like that. Consider duplex, triplex, or quad. And the reason I say that is this: if you are purchasing one of those three, and a single is good too. But in the event something happens to you, okay, something happens to you. If you're in a single, you are left to take care of that mortgage on your own. But if you're in one of the others and you have an opportunity to rent those out, lease those out, then that can pay for your mortgage. A lot of you already know how it goes. You know the process. So consider going into one or the others. Okay, one of the others. Now, here's a good thing. The down payment. A lot of times you got to put down that earnest money, and then you have some other fees that you have to put down. So there's no down payment required. 0. There's no closing costs. The lenders pay for all of that. Now, the terms and the interests are, as such, they're below market fixed rates. Below market fixed rates. And right now, for low to moderate income people and communities, a 15-year term is 3.25% APR. A 30-year term is 3.87 APR percent. Now, keep in mind, that's for low to moderate income people and communities. So don't think just because you're not making a whole lot. Just, I'm not making that much. I'm only making a few $15, $16 an hour. How can I afford to buy a house? This program will afford you that opportunity with these low interest rates. Now, we know the interest rates are fluctuating up and down. Right now, they're going more up than down. I think they're really starting to stabilize out. But for higher income people, you too can qualify for this if you've been renting and you've been paying your bills on time. You've been, taking care of your bills, doing what you're supposed to do. A 15-year term right now, fixed rate of 4.25%. 30-year term is 4.875%. Now that's a little high. I mean, not too long ago, it was just at 2.87, and I mean, it went up exponentially. Through the roof, it went up. So we just kind of watch the times. But if you're at a crossroads where you got to make a decision. Am I going to stay in my place? I can't afford to stay here. The rent is going up. I can't afford to stay. Well, have you put measures in place to be able to make this type of move? All right. Now, you can do a buy down. I really want to get into buy down. This is where you buy some points, and you just more or less be able to, let me just read what this says. Funds to permanently reduce interest rates. Okay, that's what a buy down is. It says 1.5% of mortgage amount reduces the interest rate by 1/4%, 0.25. For 30-year mortgages, and 1% reduces by 1/4%, 0.25%, for 15-year mortgages. Now that's a great benefit. Let me just mention, there's no application fee. There's no points and fees. There's none of that. You don't have to pay for any of that. Credit history. Let's talk about credit history. My credit is jacked up, man. My credit is bad. I don't have it, I don't know what I'm going to do. I have bad credit. I don't know what I'm going to do. We hear that often. You may have made some mistakes in the past. You're trying to get things together. Perfect credit is not required. Okay, so you don't have to have perfect credit. But the member's personal payment history is evaluated. They want to know if you can pay your bills on time, if you're paying your bills on time. Now, if you've been evicted, if you walked out of apartments, just kind of left before an eviction, stopped paying for whatever reason, that's going to go against you. So keep in mind, before you make any calls, before you kind of reach out to do that research, your own situation, what it is that you're dealing with, but certainly it's something that you want to consider. Okay, consider before you make that call. You know where you are, but keep in mind, they're going to evaluate your personal payment history. Let me just say that, your personal payment history, without consideration of your credit score. So say you have, younger people, 20, 25, they really don't have a credit history. They don't have it because they haven't established any credit. By 25, you should have established some type of credit, be it through, you can get a little credit card or something to kind of help facilitate that process. Or if you've gotten a car and it's in your name, certainly you can do that. Some phone bills even come up on your, cell phone bills come up on your credit report. I don't know how accurate that is, but some do. But I know a credit card, if you get just a basic credit card, like a $300 credit card, pay that card on time, that starts to build your credit score. So if you have a low credit score, that does not knock you out of this particular program. There's no need for PMI. That's private mortgage insurance. Now, as a NACA member, you do not have to pay private mortgage insurance, now this only protects the lender. That protects the lender. You'll have access to this comprehensive post-purchase program through the membership assistance program that's offered by this particular program. Okay? Now, like I said, I want you to connect with them. You can connect with them. They have an email, and I just like to have their site pulled up while I'm talking. They have over 40 40 plus locations nationwide. It says 40 plus locations nationwide. And they are also in the state of Florida. Let me give you a quick look of the map. See if we can get you to take a look at that. Let's see here. Okay, not so good at that, but anyhow. There are quite a few states, that you could see if they're in your area. And it looks like they're all over, absolutely all over. Okay, not in the state of Washington, but they're there. So some of the states, let me just say some of the headquarters are in Alabama, your southern states, all of these southern states, Alabama, Arkansas, Arizona, California, Colorado, Connecticut, District of Columbia, Florida, Georgia, Hawaii, Illinois, Louisiana, Massachusetts, Maryland, Michigan, Minnesota, Missouri, Mississippi, North Carolina, New Jersey, Nevada, New York, Ohio, Pennsylvania, South Carolina, okay, Tennessee, Texas, Virginia, and Wisconsin. Now, if I called your state and you have met some of the qualifications that I talked about, and as I said, I didn't go through all of them, but certainly you may want to look into the program. Look into the program and see if it can be of help to you. If you've been in that situation where you're tired of renting, you've been on Section 8 for years and years and years, and you don't have to be in that cycle. You can own your own home. Make sure that you just reach out to them and see what it is that you qualify for. So I'm going to go ahead and get off of here now. It's been I was trying to stop right at about 15 minutes, but I wanted to bring this to you today. If this has been a help, pass it along. That's NACA, www.naca.com. It is a nonprofit organization, and certainly I think that they would be of help to you if you're interested in taking a move to move forward. All right, until next time, this is ChoicesNowtv. I hope this content has been informative, and until next time, you stay blessed.